Join the crew as a member of the Onyx Key for exclusive members-only messages, redirections, and content. We already have a bunch of videos live with some familiar topics as well as new questions, so I'll see you on the other side of the Onyx Key. Make sure you hit the join button to go deeper down this experience with me. Hey family, we're back with another Forbidden Fruit fantasy thumbnail, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I just got a wave of being slightly messy, so I'm using Enchanted Blossoms today, which is the deck where we get a lot of redirections to the Secret Admirer readings. I don't know why, but I got a wave of, if I use that as the overview for each pile, given the nature of the question, if anything that comes out in the piles, it may not be a redirection for you. It may be kind of like what this person's interested in, if that, like what they secretly admire, if that makes sense, like from the perspective of someone else that they're admiring. You see what I'm saying? So whether it's you or someone else this person would be interested in, you'll be able to see like what their perspective of secretly admiring someone is based on the pile that comes through, based on the readings that come through in the piles. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to try to like clean it up and put it in the description box a little bit better. All right. So I'm going to hold up a thumbnail and hopefully it doesn't get too scandalous for y'all, because that I got a wave of let's do it like that. So we're going to do it like that. We're going to take a look at what's their fantasy, what they love most, but won't tell you. All right. Pile number 1 is the mango. Pile number 2 is the strawberry. It's shaped like a little heart. Pile number 3 is the guava. And then pile number 4 is like, I guess I'll call it the divine union cherries. It's 2 cherries shaped like a heart together. All right. I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile 1, my mango. Let's see, what is this person's fantasy, right? What is something they love most, but they won't tell you when it comes to love? Okay, let's get you that overview. Let's see. I think it's funny. Based off of the intro, we immediately got telling on people. So listen, I mentioned that the redirections for this reading from this deck, can't speak for anything else, from this deck is gonna be your person's, like what they would be secretly admiring. Okay, so we've got the beauty and the orchids. Okay, I have orchids in that playlist. I got compassion. Okay, they like beautiful, compassionate people. Good for them. That have a lot of affection, and I have lots of roses, specifically gold orange roses in that same playlist. So gold orange roses and orchids, to be nosy. All right. And again, I have no idea why I'm doing that. So this person's energy is that they like gentle, very attractive people. So if you're asking about someone that's more masculine in nature, they prefer more stereotypical, traditional feminine. All right. Not saying that's not you. I'm just making you aware that that's very clear, right? Even if they pretend that they like very active feminines. So we've got temperance, we've got death. They like fall aesthetics. They like people that look good in red and white. They prefer the colors red and white. And I think it's funny because fall season is key, right? So temperance is Sagittarius, death is Scorpio. So they probably like people physically in fall aesthetics. You see what I'm saying? Like people that dress for that season. and possibly which is why the white is a little bit interesting, right? Typically people aren't wearing white in those seasons, but something about people in color white, people in a color red, and those seasonal aesthetics, since we have a heavy theme of beauty here. All right, something about blue as well, because now we got blue, right? It's on both of these cards. So let me see. Okay, definitely the color blue. So Melanin Pop is going to be the next deck after this, but look at this third eye blue. That's my third card with blue. So let me make sure I'm not putting this wrong. Yes, that's right. So blue, the color blue did not want to be left out. Like, it's almost like this person's energy jumped on the table like, blue, blue, make sure you say blue. I said it. All right. Tell me more about this mango. What do they love most but won't tell my pile? Number one, some of you, blue is your thing, and that's why they're making, like, it went out of, like, please don't forget the blue, because I want pile one to know. That looks good. Yeah, definitely the fall winter aesthetics. Like I say winter, but mostly fall. Like we talk about Scorpio season, the way people typically dress during Scorpio season. Okay, and we got Mercury. Okay, they like people with a lot of depth. So like at first glance, maybe you wouldn't think this. Okay, like, okay, so this person is attracted to people that have more beneath the surface than you would expect. Like very attractive, very compassionate, very affectionate, just looks really good on the outside, right? Overwhelmingly attractive. But once you go deeper, there's like this dark edge, this depth, this certain deepness that they're attracted to, especially when we talk about intimacy and going deeper with people. They need the mental stimulation. Okay, so let me see what else. Okay, Two of Pentacles is someone, they need both. They need someone that's gonna be, that can be traditional, stereotypically feminine, but also like they want the girl boss kind of vibe. Okay, that's just an analogy, right? Doesn't have to be gender specific, but like they want someone that's gonna be both that traditional feminine. And maybe that's a red flag. It could be. And maybe the color red is just that loud on the table, but they want someone that's going to be all of that. Okay, red flag is not going to go away. Okay, they like people that are dangerous. Like, so when we talk about feminines, right? If you're asking about someone more masculine nature, they want someone that kind of have a dangerous edge to them. Like they like their feminines to have a hidden darkness to them. Okay. Yeah. There's that power when we talk about self-made. Letter R could be relevant. Tell me more about this mango. Show you off. Yeah, they want somebody with power, with authority, that's really smart, that can carry conversation, that can lead a room. Like, if we're talking about a masculine, this masculine wants someone that they can have on their arm that looks really good. We got the trophy wife card with all of these other indicators, but they also want someone that's really, really intelligent, that's smart, that can kind of stand alone with a dark edge, because they like a little mean and aggression, right? Feels like someone that might sensually have a little bit of a certain type of appetite, right? Like they like a little bit of a deeper, darker vibe. Okay, that's what they like. We're not going into detail, but they want a lot of different things. So tell me, they like someone that presents as an angel but has a devil. You see what I'm saying? I'll say it. That's a good way to word it, right? To summarize it. And even if they say, oh, I want this sweet angel, I want this sweet angel, like I'm always attracted to sweet angels, that's what I want, that's what I'm looking for, On the surface, that's what they want, right? Especially when we talk about someone that wants children. They want that because they want eventually children. So tell me, because when we talk about their fantasy, the fantasy has to also look well with their children. But they want, like, listen, this person, they want the person that everybody else wants. That's them. I'm not saying they're a follower, because I know that could be a shadow, that could be the red flag, but they want the popular person. They want the person that everybody else wants. Okay, like like their partner needs to be the person that everybody else is attracted to in the room, and that's kind of how they fall in love. Feels like a person is really competitive like that. Okay, but that wit is it doesn't matter though. Even you can be the most attractive person in the room, it does not matter if you lack conversation skills, if you lack wit. This person, so critical skills. I say skills. The only skills I see on the table are the wit and the intellect. Gotta look good, have to have everybody's attention. Okay, that's what they want, that's what they're attracted to. And I'm not saying that's what this person's going to end up with, because if they are not that themselves, you know what I'm saying, but that's same vibe. So let me see what else. They have a dangerous sensual appetite, like the things that they like sensually may catch people off guard. It's not like bad or super dangerous. I'm not gonna like try to make it seem like this person's doing weird, chaotic, possibly illegal things, but it's just like what's the word I'm looking for? They would like someone that's a little more on the adventurous side sensually, right? Someone that's willing to explore. Okay, right. So let me get your advice. I'm going to close it out. But those orchids and those gold orange roses possibly may be what this person would be in a secret admirer reading. Like if someone picked a pile and was like, who's secretly admiring me? And the person you're asking about came through, those would be the energies that they would manifest as. Let me get my advice for pile 1. I mean, be all that. Look, this feels like you. If this isn't you, then, I mean, I guess that's the shadow. I can't control that, but banish a curse. I see that here. And you just be really likable, right? The curse could be a lack of confidence, right? Because eternal charisma, maiden attraction show you off as the same exact vibe. And so if this is more your energy, then you're aligned with what this person's fantasy is, and that's what's attracting them to you, even though they won't tell you that for a variety of reasons, probably vanity. This is what they want and why. If you are not feeling like this aligns with you, then just banish the curse and just make sure you're likable. Put yourself out there so you can align with someone whose fantasy is you. Because I the main reason for this reason, I don't want any of you to be settling for somebody that may be looking for something else, because people will do that. All right, so I'm gonna close you out and move along to pile number 2. All right, pile 2, my strawberry pile. Let's see what's this person's fantasy, what they love most but won't tell you. And you know, I know what I said in the intro, but something about just purple flowers in general. So maybe if you maybe those may be relevant to this person. But I have an interesting thing here, because we settled on the lavender energy, and if I'm on time with how I'm filming this reading, the next one I'm gonna film will be it will be those herbal latte honey series, right? So it's what people say about you, what makes you attractive, your reputation. And because this came out before your pile got started, and because it's lavender, it's making me feel like you have that's an actual redirection for you, right? Not to be nosy about this person. So go to those lavender latte tea piles. That's a redirection for you. All right, so tell me about this strawberry. What's this person's fantasy? I'm not taking this. But, you know, yeah, similar vibe. If you wanted pile 1, go there. We're changing it up. Because I want a different energy. So you can have both, but if you were called to pile 1, go to pile 1, because I'm not bringing that energy back. So there we go. We got confidence and abundance. This person's dream partner. Very confident, very abundant. Chrysanthemum may be them. There is one in the playlist. Okay. All right. So let me get more tarot. Wheel of Fortune, someone that's doing really well. So this person wants a partner that's stable on their own. We talk about finances, when we talk about abundance, when we talk about success, reputation, right? I'm sending you to that reputation reading for yourself. Maybe that's the priority, is that because this person actually really concerned about the reputation of their romantic interest. Okay? Which makes sense. Okay? So tell me more about the strawberry. What is this person's fantasy? What do they love most but won't tell you? Deal breaker. Abundance, confidence, and abundance is a deal breaker. The end. When it comes to dating people, being with people long term, this ain't even about just loving and attraction. Like, they haven't told you, or I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't tell you that. I guess it seems materialistic, but it's a deal breaker for this person. We got the Supreme at the bottom. Like, maybe this person feels like they got it together, therefore they only want someone else who has it together, right? Judgment, finalized energy, Magician, I'm in my power, I'm the Supreme. Like, that's this person's thing. So they're only seeking someone that mirrors that element of themselves. And they're willing to not deal with anyone if they don't match that. Okay, so what is their fantasy? What they love most but won't tell you? Okay, this person's funny. So that aside, yes, it's a deal breaker. But this person doesn't want to come across as easily impressed. Haha, I got him. The person you're asking about today does not want to seem easily impressed. So even if they admire your confidence, even if they admire your abundance, even if they see you as their dream partner, this person's actually more likely to be disengaged initially with someone they're actually attracted to than they are with someone they aren't. So like, this is someone that's like, I'm not interested in this person, so let me just play and talk and whatever. If this person's actually interested in you at first, they'll be standoffish because they're trying to see, right? Especially because this is someone where abundance and confidence is a deal breaker. If you're not abundant, if you're not confident, then they're not interested. So I don't want to say that's a test. I guess maybe it is for some of these people in this pile. But like, the 8 of Swords and the 4 of Cups feels like more restraint. Like, I don't want them to see that I'm interested in them because my type is so rare that like I seldom come across it. But I don't want to be all hype and excited. So let me be disengaged. Like, that's, so if this person reacts to you that way sometimes, or did, that's what they won't tell you. Now obviously don't be trying to be with somebody that consistently acts like that with you, because that means that they're trying to knock your self-esteem. That means they're trying to, like, they're playing games in a way that I don't support that. But if initially, because this feels like initially this person's interactions with you are like that, it's because they already kind of knew they liked you a little bit, and that's what they wouldn't tell you. Ooh, these decks are messy today. Why are we telling all this person's business? Let me see. Tell me what's going on with this strawberry. What is this person's fantasy? What do they love most but won't tell you? So if this person was really chatty with you initially, I don't know. Feels like someone that's real standoffish initially. Let me see. Yeah, you got the 4, house 4, cultural, family, roots, home, peace, and comfort. This is somebody that, now I don't know that I thought this would come out. This person's business. This person's got a type. Okay. This person got a type. This person prefers people that remind them of home, family, cultural roots. Now, that could be a variety of things, right? When we talk about cultural roots, that could be anything from religion to actual race. So you're going to have to use your discernment, but this person's type is closely aligned with their roots, and it's very detailed with this Virgo energy. Like, they have a type, it's a set type, which is why when they encounter it, they're like, listen, I'm not gonna I don't want this person to realize they check off all the boxes. Let me just be cool. Okay, so yeah, especially where there's competition. This person's not about to act thirsty in front of competition. Okay, so let me see. Tell me more about this strawberry. What's this person's fantasy? What do they love most but won't tell pile 2? So I'm just going to leave this here for a second before I reshuffle, because I tried to put that card back and it would not go. Look at you. This is a very interesting pile. I got a couple of minutes. So I got a distinct polarity, but it is gendered, I guess, essence based. Like, this is a pile where I'm needing to distinguish. We have feminine that is disengaged. That is what they don't want you to know. We have masculine here that likes the disengaged, that chases. They like to chase. Okay, like, this is, yeah, that's like, this is a table of, this is a masculine that likes to chase, that doesn't like people that are too eager to be up under them. So tell me about this strawberry. What's the fantasy? See, they like to chase. Okay, let's see. You got a slow and steady. You got a virgin. And then I got the voodoo. B could be relevant. Got it 3 times. Let me see, it's at the bottom. I got a student. So what I have here, I have an energy of someone that, I mentioned the chase, right? What they like about the chase is getting their hands on someone that's very difficult to get. So we got this voodoo, this virgin, this power, this purity, this power and purity combined. Okay, they like the idea of having somebody that not many people can say they've been with, dated, talked to, have access to, at just in general, right? But they are attracted to power and abundance, just in general, so you know. Okay, and something about this pile, it feels like someone that does like to be able to learn from their partner in some way. With student and Virgo, it feels like someone that's like, they need a part. They're really attracted to someone that can teach them things, or someone that has an attention to detail. All right. But they're very, very attracted to people that move slow in relationships. Like, they don't like partners that move really quick. They want people that know what they want, that are confident, moving at a healthy pace instead of rushing due to a lack of discipline. Because this feels like restraint. Eight of Swords in a lighter sense is restraint. 4 of Cups is someone that doesn't take every single offer that comes their way. So this person likes the idea of having a partner that has a lot of discipline and discernment in this particular, right? Because this person is particular. I see a very clear, distinguished type on the table that this person does not deviate from. Okay? Yeah. There's so much going on here. I got security, main attraction, love at first sight. Watch out, gossip. You know, you are that pile where I told you to go to those reputation readings with the lavender. It's what people say about you. So security, main attraction, love at first sight. Watch out, Harvest. Like, yeah, I don't care about people's gossip, right? This person wants someone that gets a lot of attention, though, that people gossip about. Like, they like the idea of some people gossiping about their partner, but from a jealousy perspective, not from a negative reputation. Because I mentioned the reputation absolutely matters. It absolutely matters, because this person wants a partner with the best reputation. It feels like a masculine that would want a feminine that has a more virginal identity publicly. All right. And then I've got reconciliation. They like the chase. That's what that's what they like. So watch it if this person has an ex that they're consistent about, someone that they were with a long time, or someone that they consistently go back to, because that they don't break up easy. I hope you know that. And I could be talking about you. If I'm talking about you, then you already know that this person's still stuck on you, just even if they appear to have moved on. All right. Okay. So let me see. What advice do we have for my pile number 2? Let's see. What advice regarding this person do we have for the strawberry? Cast away negativity. Okay. And chase your destiny. So, let's see. This feels like don't worry about gossip and things like that when it comes to this person. Okay. Because I know we had a lot of third party energy on the table. I know we did. But you're going to have to cast away negativity and chase your destiny, whether it's leaving this person alone or tuning out whatever people around y'all might be saying. Because, again, this person wants a partner that's secure and that's confident. And I'm not looking to see this person's habits if there are actual third-party situations, if there is a lot of chaos. I just know that I see a I want you back. This person wants to reconcile with someone, right? And they don't want you to know that. So it's either because it's you and their pride is in the way, or it's because it's not you. You know what I'm saying? So like just be mindful and think of the question that I asked and the way that I worded it and the way that the energy hit the table as a result, as you cast away negativity towards your destiny. All right. Okay. So I'm going to close you out and move along to pile number 3. All right. My pile 3, my guava. So this person's funny because the tarot deck, I reset what they're looking for, what they secretly love, and I want you to know they want like true love, pure love, divine love, and marriage, which that's nothing to hide in my opinion. I mean, I guess I can see some shadow reasons why they would want to be hiding that, but that's what this person wants. And so you got 2 redirections as I was cleansing, because I'm only taking the ones on the table for y'all to be nosy and like apply it to what this person would be secretly admiring. You got the Gerber Daisy, and now you have the Jasmine. So I have those on the channel. Those are your piles when it comes to you and who's secretly admiring you. Okay, so tell me about this guava. What's this person's fantasy? What do they love most but won't tell? My pile number 3. Give me an overview. I got eucalyptus of protection, strength. They're very protective, okay, and thoughtful. Okay. Consideration is a deal breaker. Okay. For this person. Like someone that's very thoughtful, very considerate of them. Deal breaker. being all standoffish, nonchalant, things like that. They're not really interested in that. That's not their thing. Okay, they need someone that's going to be very thoughtful to them. Let's see. Yeah, see, I got the Lovers. Where the lightest side of this pile, this is a person that thinks about you all the time. I'm realizing. Okay. Tell me more about this person's fantasy. What do they love most but won't tell? My pile number 3. Stable, security. Plans for the future. This is so many cards. Yeah, we're not. Okay, I'll take this one and this one in the bottom. Five of Wands. This is someone that needs to feel stimulated even when you're gone. So like, let's say you're at a distance. Let's say you break up. This is someone that needs to feel that passion on a level where, yeah, it didn't make any sense either. Yeah, that's why it took so long for me to get it. Like, that's what the pause was. This person needs to feel so stimulated by a person they're interested in that they want to long for this person when they're at a distance. Okay, and that's what they need. So like, if this person doesn't miss you when you're at a distance, they know you are not the one. Okay, tell me more about this Guava. Let me see. North Node. Destined to have, like, something about that longing. And the Cancer, nurture, comfort, protection is back. They want a nurturing partner. This feels like, if you're asking about a masculine, someone that would say, I'm looking for someone that reminds me of my mother. I'm so serious. Okay. North Node and Cancer is a thing. Okay. But it feels like a person that is looking for someone. Now that we're bringing that back up, the reason why is because they're looking for they want children. So this feels like someone that actually they don't want you to know that. Like, they may want some children. They may be looking ahead to children, ready for children sooner than they would let you know, if that makes sense. So let me see what else I can get. Most but won't tell you. This person dreams of a family. So let me see. What is this person's fantasy? What do they love most but won't tell? Yeah. So you better watch it, because I kept getting indicators of like really rebellious, unique, different energy. Like, some of you, this person may chase people that are not the conventional Cancer placements, right? Like, when you think of maternal energy, like, they may chase that, like people that are contrary to that, but really that's what they're looking for, if that makes sense. When we talk about these masculines y'all be asking about. So tell me, yeah, see, tell me more. What's this person's fantasy? What do they love most? Someone that wants a family, that wants to build one from scratch. It feels like a person that wants like the conventional family, like to get married and have their own kids specifically. Does that make sense? Like from scratch. Okay, we got a health. Sorry, y'all, I'm like knocking the door. I'm trying to cut through this energy. I'm gonna be honest with you. The person that you're asking about, they do not, like, if they don't want something known, it's hard to get it, because this is not it's not coming easy to me, this pile. But they want a healthy connection. They want a soulmate. And something that would catch you off guard. Like, there's something that is in this person's fantasy that would catch you off guard in a way that is not bad. It's just you would be shocked. Okay? Because you didn't even get... Notice that I mentioned in the intro, I was going to see if you get out of here redirections along with... if you want to be nosy and see what it's like if this person's secretly admiring someone, you didn't get cards that are in that secret admirer playlist. You got it at the very beginning because those were your redirections for your secret admirer. But like, as far as seeing what's in this person's head, we're not really getting it. We're getting, it would be very surprising. It would kind of catch you off guard. Maybe that this person's fantasy is a little bit unpredictable, right? They kind of have an overview of what it is they want, but as far as like what they love and are attracted to, as far as their fantasy, it may vary as long as this foundation exists, right? Someone that they feel like they can have a stable home with, like their type may actually shift. I could see that being it as well. Like, as long as they see that strength, that power, someone that they could have a stable, healthy home with, what they love is flexible. Five of Wands is energy that hasn't quite grounded yet. So tell me more about this Guava. We got memories. We got courting in reverse. That's an interesting thing to come out. You see. Okay, this is soulmate energy. Got it. And the bottom is just going to be communication. Okay, so the lighter side of this pile, this person, they wouldn't tell you because they feel like you'd be shocked. They feel like you're their soulmate. Like, they're very clearly feeling like you're their soulmate. The lighter side. Okay? Go to those secret admirer piles and tell me if you think that's this person you're asking about. If it's not this person, then it's not the lighter side, okay? Because I think that was the whole reason why at the beginning we gave you your secret admirer playlist so you can see who your secret admirer is. If it's not feeling like this person you're asking about actively, it's somebody else, and you're more lighter, you're more shadow of this person's inconsistency, instability, which there's nothing wrong with them. They just don't have a defined type. They have certain things that they are looking for in a connection. As long as you check that off, everything else, it can be built, or you find compatibility elsewhere, if that makes sense. Okay. Also, when we talk about exes, this is not a person, so this is the opposite of one of those other. This is not somebody that dwells on the past. Like, yeah, they have memories, but they don't backtrack. They're not going back to an ex. So if you're asking about an ex, it's already I'm not going back to an ex energy on my table when we talk about building a future. Because in this person's mind, they've already tried with an ex. Like, they already tried to see where it was going. So we already know it's not going to work. So now it's time to do something different, something not like what I've done already. Okay? So if you have an ex you're still dealing with on and off again, they already know long term where their head is, if that makes sense. Okay? It also feels like someone that's not interested in someone with a extensive dating history, right? Memories and courtship in reverse feels like not a lot of memories, not a lot of experience. That's what's on my table. So let me get some advice and close you out. for my pile 4, my pile 3, I apologize, Guava. Look at me, I'm like closing everybody out. My Guava for my pile number 3. What's this person's, what advice do we have from my Guava regarding this person's fantasy? There we go. We're closing out. Because I almost feel like I don't want to. Ooh. Let me just do. That's why I'm throwing off the reading, y'all, because I'm trying to like close y'all out. Yeah, I gotta reflect. Let me just see real quick. Tell me more about this person's fantasy real quick for pile 3. And commitment. Yeah, no, they are they want love and marriage. The end. Like everything came out. They want the passion. They want to be attracted to somebody, but like passion is not enough. Like they want a family. They want like kids. They want like the ugly sweaters during the holiday season, right? Like they want to be empowered. Like they want all of that. And if they not gonna get that, or if it's not gonna work or whatever, because I think is this the pile where I was like reputation? I think this is the pile. It matters, okay? Because they're looking to build a future. All of the cards indicate that. So let me get your advice. Tell me, what advice do I have for pile 3? Destiny. Hey, look at you. If this person feels like you're gonna go on their North Node journey with them, then boom, you're their type. Because destined to have with the North Node and the Destiny. Listen, this is someone that's looking for someone. They want a partner that they feel like is gonna go along their destiny with them in the best way, and is not gonna go anywhere. Okay, because cut ties is in reverse. So this is someone that's like, I want someone that's along the ride for my destiny, that's not gonna go anywhere, okay, and not gonna hinder my destiny. Okay, so I'm gonna close you out and move along to pile number 4. All right, pile 4, my cherries. Let's take a look at what's this person's fantasy, what they love most but won't tell you. You know what, I was about to shuffle and I don't know why. I need to see, they want joy and passion for sure, but what I've been doing is, if it came out before I set the table, then it was an actual redirection for you. If it comes out like on the table, then that's where you get to be nosy and go see where this person would be secretly admiring. So all my pink flowers on the channel could be relevant, but I definitely have a Gerber daisy. Okay, so pink flowers and or that Gerber daisy. I think there's one, there may be 2. Okay, so tell me, what's this person's fantasy? What do they love most but won't tell my pile 4, my cherry pile? What does this person secretly love most and love? Yellow pantsy. Ooh, this is what this person's admiring. I have, and the reason why I say this is because I explicitly have a yellow pantsy. So I just remember it was in August. Like this will be live for most people in August. So something about August is relevant. Like maybe somebody's got a birthday in that month or something, but that yellow pantsy was in that, it was that gold Leo themed one that basically was the template for the modern version of the secret admirers. So everything I'm telling you may be relevant to this person. Maybe they like really creative stuff. Maybe it's like a whole new era. Maybe they want a new partner in a new era. I don't know. But that yellow pantsy is going to tell you all their business. In the intro, I channeled that I need to be redirecting you guys to any secret admirer piles that hit the table like this to stay as you getting to be nosy about the person you're asking about. So this is what they will be secretly admiring. So we've got patience, we've got confidence. Go to that yellow pantsy when you're done. Let's see. Okay. This person kind of likes, yeah, we got the Daughter of Cups here. They like actual courtship. They like actual like effort. I don't want to say chase. This doesn't feel like a pile of chasing. This feels like getting to know each other, taking our time, not being overly I don't say overly eager, because I think people should be able to be excited about each other without all of the judgment. I do. But there's a certain level of patience here that we have. We got Goddess of Swords. If you are feminine in nature, this person wants to do the pursuing. All that running behind these people, not this one. This one says no. This one's wanting to pursue, okay? Yeah. Let me get one more, since that doesn't tell me much. This person is seeking someone that is patient, that's not gonna overreact to them, that understands where they stand, whether we're talking about just intuitively, spiritually, just understands the connection, trusts the connection, has confidence in the connection, and is patient for them to do what they need to do the way they need to do it, right? Like Eight of Swords is someone that's not gonna overreact, okay? Not gonna overextend, not going to chase, and is very specific to any very expressive feminines. I'll say that with the Goddess of Swords, okay? So tell me more about my pile for the Cherries. This person kind of likes people that are a little mysterious, where they don't share all of their business, like, because the Moon is very private. The Eight of Swords is holding yourself back. It's like this person likes that there's more to meet the eye, but not many people get to see it. That's the type of person they're interested in. If we're talking about a masculine, they like colder natured feminines. I don't know why, but they do. They do, because Capricorn is ambition, realism, methodical steps. It's very dry energy, as is the Goddess of Swords, but expansive, right? Big on growth, big on, I heard the word being cultured, big on just awareness and understanding, possibly someone that prioritizes higher education and things like that. So tell me more. Racks of Riches is here. Tell me for this Cherries pile, what's this person love most but won't tell? My pile 4, what is their fantasy? They want a partner they can brag about, for sure. It feels like they want an accomplished partner. Yeah, they want a partner that's accomplished. A lot of gold here. Go, ooh yeah, go for sure to that yellow pantsy, because why you have all this yellow gold, right? Tell me more about pile 4. And I have no idea what it's saying, by the way. I'm just sending you there because it's such a coincidence you're getting all of that gold. Just like we have slow and steady with patience. Someone with a long-term vision. Okay, we got taste, flavor. Someone that looks really good with them. That partners really well with them. Okay. This person's ideal type, so like when we're talking about their fantasy, right, is a partner that everybody kind of understands is a catch, not just physically, not just in terms of looks, but in terms of just being a well-rounded person. All right, so let me see. I may go back to this deck, but I want to kind of move on to this one and see what's going on, because I feel like I'm zooming through this pile, but like, what is that? I'll probably pick it back up. Tell me more about what this person's fantasy is. What do they love most but won't tell? My pile 4. Gossip matters. Gossip absolutely matters, okay? We got emotional support. Okay, it's a vibe and ecstasy. Gossip matters when it's bad. They like when people are jealous and gossiping because people are jealous. But when people are gossiping in a negative way, ooh, that they don't like that at all. Like, they don't like that at all. okay? All right. Because they like to look good, right? They like to be respected. So tell me more about my power 4. Yeah, I mean, like, why? I don't know why the shadow's so dominant. They will literally leave somebody regarding reputation. Because show you off as a reputation card. Watch out as a negative reputation card. And then we got walking away. So they would definitely leave somebody behind some negative reputation. Because I did see one night stand. So I got unavailable. I got hermit. When we talk about people being very strong and in their power, when we talk about a feminine that's very independent and strong, that's what this person likes. They like someone that likes to be to themselves, that's always to themselves, that's not, that has their own life, their own stuff going on. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Let me get like one more. There we go. Someone that's mature. This person may like more mature people. Feminine or masculine, they might like someone that's a little more on the mature side. Third party player, indecisiveness, disloyal. What's all this on my table? So I got another deck, and because this pile is so short, we're gonna go back to it. Because here's the thing, this person fantasizes, because the fantasy hit the table, so many people hit the table. This person kind of fantasizes about stealing the affection of someone from someone else. Like they fantasize about third-party situations of getting either your attention or someone else's attention. Right? Whether it's okay, because it's two sides, right? There's a person that fantasizes about creating third-party situations and competition between you and other people. And then there's the side that seems to be thriving on getting you to leave someone else for them. Especially when we talk about like more mature masculines. Like if that's you, if that's this person, that's kind of the fantasy associated with leaving someone for, getting someone to leave someone else for them, or creating conflict where they get to choose now because they've created a third party situation so they can feel like powerful by being that way. Like that's a fantasy they wouldn't share with you. So like be mindful if you met this person in a third party situation, especially when we talk about more mature masculines, because it's someone that kind of thrives on the conflict a little bit. So just watch that, okay? I'm gonna pull from this deck since I have it. I had a reading where I had a similar energy that's not the same, but it could have been related. More confidence is here. I mentioned Leo. Go to that Pansy, because I'm like 100% certain that that reading was like a Lionsgate reading. And if I'm not mistaken, back when I did that, I feel like I'm remembering another reading. Could be love related, could not be. Then I'm going to try to connect. Like, I'm going to write it in the members only redirections and see, go find that timeline. Because there's something here associated with the Leo energy that's relevant to this pile. Someone here has South Node in Leo or Capricorn. If you have Leo in Capricorn, I mean, look at Leo in Capricorn. If you have South Node in Capricorn, North Node in Cancer, you're in the right place, right space. If you have South Node in Leo, North Node in Aquarius, you're in your right place, right space. This could be you and this person's placements. This is confirmation you're in the right place, right space. I've got a blue moon of a rare opportunity, but it feels like some type of conflict regarding a third party. Whether it's an actual, like, this person's chaotic and creates third parties and that's their fantasy, they get off on that. Or if this person is hoping that they can get you to leave somebody for them, or blah 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 blah. Like there seems to be a I choose them element here. Okay, so if you chose this person over someone else, they get a kick out of that. Like it's a thrill, it's a kink. Okay, so that's on the table. All right, And let me get your advice, because I think we're good now. This is my karmic justice pile. I don't know, it could be. Go to some of those, go to that other reading that I pointed out, the Pansy, and then if I can find that other one, I'm gonna link it in the members only post. Okay. Let me see. Advice. Be confident. Look, you've got confidence 3 times. We've got the lilac of love. So lilac, the dahlia. Oh my gosh. Yeah, protection is here. Dahlia, lilac is here. But 3 times. Gold, bee. You may be drawn to like the honey piles, all of that, but confidence 3 times. So it's definitely critical advice. So my light side of power, you just have to be confident in who you're dealing with, because I'm seeing where it's really successful. There's just a lot of convoluted stuff here, right? And if you're early stages dating or have been, and like maybe you were in situations where multiple people could be interested in multiple people, you gotta clear that energy and let that go, because like you're either gonna be with this person or you're not. You see what I'm saying? Because it just feels like confusion and baggage in my pile that I really didn't have the energy for towards the end like that. Okay, you should have been pile 1. All right, so I'm gonna close you out and move along and end the reading.